Well, Lucy, I'm home. That is what chat has been saying all morning. If you guys didn't pick up on the joke, it's about innovative eyewear. Ticker symbol LUCY. They skyrocketed around 271% intraday, announcing a new app that enables voice interface with Chat GPT. The trading volume went berserk, averaged 56,000 shares, shot up to around 7.4 million trading hands. So, Garrett, are you excited about Lucy and have people walking in the streets or sitting next to you on the bus talking openly to AI all day?
I think it'd be great. I think it's an opportunity for 95% of Americans to know what the heck I'm talking about.
Finally, Garrett, we'll get ya. Garrett, as a momentum trader, have you seen any activity in Lucy? Have you been watching this one?
No. I mean, I haven't been focusing on Lucy. I've been focusing on AI, C3 AI, and pure momentum stock. Right? You get these names that just absolutely run the moment that momentum turns. I would be paying very close attention to this. It's up another 2% this morning. Momentum gets stronger. Capital flows into the market. This thing can take off. This is AI is the ticker. You could be back up into the 30s relatively quickly on a name like this. So just trade the momentum, set a tight stop, move on.
CJ, are you playing Babalu or AI?
I'll stick with AI. I'm staying away from Lucy. There was a girl way back when that. No, actually, you know what's funny? Is when I saw this Lucy thing, I thought of the video of Sergio Brin, right? Remember when he was in the subway in New York City with the Google Glass?
Yeah.
And everybody thought that was going to be. And it's ironic that they just got rid of Google Glass like a month ago.
Yeah.
This time is different, is what they always say. I don't know. You really want to. Let's not get into it.
This is a scam stock. I mean, it is a technology company headquartered in North Miami. All right.
Oh, that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be fine.
North Miami is not sketchy.
Yeah, this is a scam. All right. This is Kenny. You know what? I'm going to watch Kenny and 8Baller. Sorry, Kenny and 8Baller, and yeah, that was really Kenny 8Baller and Solid just whap this thing like a ping pong ball. But if you are pouring your money into this thing, you are you'd be better off going to the store and buying hams. Better investment.
Buying what?
Blown on hams.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question real quick, because I'm going to be jumping in a moment. You're going to be looking at volume profile. I want to bring CJ in on this too, because I want you to look at a name, and that's Walmart. Walmart is RSI's pushing 70 on the daily. WMFI's pushing 80. You're really, really top heavy here. CJ, I don't know if you saw the news. Walmart is leaving Chicago, and Whole Foods just shut its store down in San Francisco. Do you think that this is going to be a trend moving forward over the next couple of years? I know that I don't want to get into politics, but crime issues across some of these regions, are these big retailers just picking up and leaving? And what happens to these names? These are big central areas of the country. I'm looking at Walmart right now saying this is looking a little top heavy. If momentum turns negative heading into this quarter, I might try to short Walmart.
That's a strange one, too. And Walmart has really performed for the last month after doing nothing. Let's go to that Chicago. I think it's 4 stores that are closing right now. And when I read about that, and we're not making it political, but this is what the company told you. They've spent the last 10 years trying to make those stores profitable, and they're not. They've put everything from health facilities in there for employees to training facilities, and they've not been able to turn these stores profitable. I think this is corporate America kind of saying, you know what, we're not going to sit around and do this with our stores. Interesting story that has nothing to do with Walmart, but it's with the Kroger. Right up here in Clifton, up by the UC campus, was one of the stores that they actually closed. And there's one down in downtown Cincinnati that they closed at one point because they couldn't figure out how to make them profitable. They built new stores in different locations that were adjacent, But yeah, Garrett, I think this is, first of all, I agree with you on the toppiness. 150 on Walmart, RSI is way up there. It has finally kicked in and maybe gets cut back a little bit, but I think Walmart's also that inflation recession fighter. This is an interesting move, and to see Whole Foods and other companies that are a little more bougie do it, I'm shocked, because part of this is, them saying our corporate culture in these areas, these societies, or these communities needs to change. They need to adopt our culture, not their culture. This was an interesting one. I'm glad you brought that up on Walmart.
Yeah. Mark, do you have anything to add? Because I think this is a watershed moment politically, economically. It's actually a tragedy.
It is, because the number one thing people complain about, food deserts are a real thing. If you don't know what a food desert is, you go to the south side of Chicago, there are no grocery stores. You have to go to the local corner store and pay 3x for not fresh food if you live on the south side of Chicago or the west side of Chicago. Now, these firms, Walmart, tried to move in as a part of an outreach, trying to figure out if there was a way to make these profitable. What does the city of Chicago do? It says, we're so excited that you're here to fight this food desert issue that we know is a real problem. And then they go, oh, while you're at it, we're going to do everything we can to make your business as difficult and impossible to run as we possibly can. It infuriates me, because these politicians step in and ruin a city that I love. All right. They can't look back 50 years, take a hard look at Detroit, which is finally coming out of what politicians did to it in the 1960s and the 1970s. And Chicago is doing the exact same thing to itself that Detroit did in the 60s, and they don't learn, and it is sad. And the only people it harms, it doesn't harm me. It doesn't harm the rich people living in the Gold Coast and in Old Town. It harms people in Englewood, in the Austin neighborhood. It harms people that live in parts of Rogers Park. People living in the west side of the city. That is who they are hurting. The exact same people they claim to care about is who they shoot in the foot to pay their cronies in the teachers union, in the public service employees union, who are mostly good people and are mostly hardworking, but the 10% of the bad eggs ruin it for everybody. And then they work their 25 years, built the system, make triple pension bonuses at the end of their term, and move to Florida so they don't have to pay taxes. That is what is wrong with what is going on. And the fact that Walmart and Whole Foods are leaving there is an absolute tragedy, breaks my heart, and hurts people that I care deeply about. Sorry I got so pumped up about this, but I know what is happening. All right, Detroit, you take a look at what Detroit is doing now. It is the exact opposite of Chicago. All right, that is why that city has hope, is rebound. All right, while Chicago is in ultimate decline, 50 years from now, Chicago is not going to be one of the 20 largest cities in the United States.
Wow. All right. Well
we have a new hashtag.
I'm good. No, you're fine. Just to cheer everybody up before we go, here's my new shirt.
Economics jokes. There's just not enough demand.